Hello everybody, welcome back to Michael Kittle Rare Coins. We got an auction on Sunday, May 7th, 2023 at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. A few days ago we did a preview of the coins in the auction and had a couple questions on some of them and figured we could answer those questions and maybe take another look at the coins if anybody else has questions on any of the others. Again, this is just going to be a preview. We can take a look at these. You guys need help with pricing. We can maybe try to figure out what some of these might be worth. I got the 2024 Red Book right here, so we can use that for reference or maybe look them up elsewhere too. Good to see you guys. Hope everybody's having a good evening. Again, Aaron Cross, thank you for the mail. I got that. David Carlisle, how you doing? Alright, so what we're going to do, I guess, maybe I'll just go through the coins and, on the spreadsheet we got, exclamation point doc, or just exclamation point catalog if you need a copy of that. And, you know, I'm going to put a copy of it into chat right now anyway, just so you guys can look at this auction catalog. Hey, Ambeth, how you doing? Clever, what's up? You'll see that I put opening bids of $25 on every one of them. That's way low on almost every coin. Probably it's way low on every coin. You just can't get Morgan dollars for 25 bucks or less anymore. Not right now. But I'm trusting you guys, the bidders, that nothing's going to sell that cheap. I just didn't want to start everything at $1 because that might waste some of our time, and as people bid for $1 to $5 to $10 to $20 to $25, you know, and so on, every single lot. So, all right. So yeah, a lot of these are worth way more than $25. A lot of these are worth way more than $250 each. But gonna start them all at 25 bucks each. If you cannot make it to the auction on Sunday live, and you see something that you want to bid on, email me. That's all you got to do. Email me. You can submit a proxy bid for one or more of the items in our auction that we will execute on your behalf during the live auction. Just email me at mike@kittlecoins.com. I got my email address like right about there. Very easy to do. We've done it in all of our auctions, and a lot of people win coins that way, and a lot of people are pretty happy about that. Clever coin name, been a Kittle fan for way too long, saying Bin24, kidding, gonna be a great, okay, yeah. No, I had a couple people wanting to buy all 72 lots before we did the sale. I had several people contacting me with buy it now offers, well over 10 times our starting price on some of them, and I'm just not doing it. I'm not gonna pull something out of the auction after we just showed it to everybody. I mean, if you really want to buy it now, or if you're serious about an offer like that, then that can be your proxy bid, but I'm not going to pull anything from the auction at this time. Bid on it. And whether you bid on it live or do it by proxy, just bid on it. Maybe you'll get it cheaper. Maybe you won't get it at all. I don't know. Again, other rules that we have, all winners get charged shipping of $5, $10, or $15, depending on what you win, weight, value, size, all that kind of stuff. International bidders got to pay actual shipping and insurance costs. Just make sure you live in a country that we're allowed to send coins to legally. I'm not going to mess with, you know, the post office and shipping the countries we're not allowed to ship to. Again, auction winners just need to email me contact information. We'll send out PayPal invoices after the auction. Prompt payment is expected. If you cannot make prompt payment, but you know you don't want to miss out on some of these coins, because some of these coins, I haven't seen anyone offer any of these, a lot of these dates on YouTube in the last several years. If you know there's stuff you want to bid on and can't pay right away, just email me ahead of time. Let me know that, hey, I'm going to spend $1,000 on your auction and I can pay in 2 weeks. Okay, just let me know. Give me the heads up. Or I'm going to try to win at least 5 coins, and but I'll be able to pay you in 3.5 weeks or 18 days or 72 hours, whatever deal you want to, whatever you think works for you, let me know. I'm probably going to say, sure, no problem. Don't ask for like 6 months or something like that, because that's not going to happen. But yeah, if you need a little bit of time, I prefer that you tell me in advance, just so I'm not, sending you an invoice for a couple $1,000 and all of a sudden you tell me, oh no, I'll pay you next month. Well, Maybe you should tell me ahead of time. Hope that makes sense. Hope that makes sense. And remember, Kittle Fan Plus memberships pay half price shipping. Kittle Fan Plus channel members, free shipping. All right. I think what I'll do, if there's no questions or nothing wanting to, how about 3 months? Aaron, send me an email. Let me know what you want to do. Let me know, like, roughly what you think you're going to be bidding on and how much money I'm going to have to float you for 3 months. And maybe I'd say yes. I don't know. Maybe I'd say no. All right. Let's see here. Again, auction catalog has been posted. It's in the description of this stream and last stream. It's all on Google Docs. 72 lots. Not sure how long it's going to take to get through those on Sunday. I really don't care. I'm going to get through them. We're going to take time to do it. We're going to do it right. Again, if you can't be there that long, and if you can't be there live, send me proxy bids. Do 3 months each. Absolutely clever. Only because you asked nicely. All right. I guess I'm just going to go through these and read them off, and I'll give you my thoughts on them briefly, and maybe if we need to show close-ups, if anybody has questions, we can do it. This here is lot number 1. It is a 1878 Carson City Morgan. I think it's really shiny, flashy, great-looking coin. The reverse looks like a mint state. The obverse has a touch of wear on the cheek, so I'd say it's a high AU coin. I don't see any issues or major problems with it. If I look at my red book, 2024 red book, AU 50s, they value at $315. Mint state 60s, they value at $500. So I think it probably falls in that range. Lot number 2 is an 1878S. Semi-proof-like obverse. Some marks and hits on the cheek, maybe the faintest touch of rub. The reverse is fully proof-like with some cameo field or cameo contrast. Beautiful coin. I don't know if there's enough hits or marks or just a little touch of rub on the high point cheek. I think it's still a mint state coin. 78S in AU 50, $57. MS 60, 85. MS 63 is $135. But that reverse is proof-like. The obverse has got a little proof-like flash to it, but it falls short of the proof-like designation, in my opinion. Lot 3 is an 1879 that's proof-like on both sides. Really nice cartwheel luster to it as well. Great-looking coin. Great-looking coin. It's mint state, without a doubt. Low mint state. And I think probably MS 60 to 62. Red Book has 60s at $75, 63s at $130. After that, we got an 1879 Carson City. This is lot number 4. This one's going to grade a little bit lower in the fine to VF range. Red Book lists VFs at $600. VF 20s at $600. That's the lowest grade they show. Mintage of 756,000 on this, under $1 million mintage. Definitely a semi-key date. Just honest wear on it. No scratches, major hits. There's one small rim ding, actually, right there. But that wouldn't keep it from grading, or that's very, very minor. Very, very minor. But there you go. Really, it's making you a little seasick. What are you talking about? Stop whirling around the coins. Yep, wear some glasses if it's really bothersome. Here's an 1879 that's just amazing. Sorry, number 5 is 1879S. This one is proof-like. Almost deep mirror. Almost. That's just amazing coin. Amazing coin. 1879S. These are... These go for an MS63 105. Hold on, let me look at the right line here. MS63 in the red book's 105. MS64 135. 65s are 235. I'm not gonna go about grading it, but this one's definitely worth over $100. It's a blazer, and it's a beauty. Again, if you want to see even some more close-ups of some of these, we have our link to the preview from last What did we do it on Sunday? So I showed some close-ups of several of them on there. If you want a close-up of anything here, we can do it. Lot number 6 is an 1879S reverse of 78. It's the earlier reverse, a little bit better date. This one's circulated. I'd say it's about an AU 55. It's got a little bit of a spot on one of the wings. And it's got a scratch on the cheek, which you can kind of see lightly there. And then that spot on the wing right there. Okay. Okay, but that's a pretty good variety. That's lot 6. 7 is an 1880 O from New Orleans. This one, a lot of these New Orleans are weakly struck, so it's tough to tell if it's wear or a weak strike sometimes. The reverse has no issues, and it's got a pretty good strike. It almost looks like there's a touch of wear on the cheek, but I think it's just weakly struck. It's really tough to tell. It might be a little bit of wear. It's either going to be AU 58 or MS 62. That's what that one would grade, in my opinion. And that is the 1880 New Orleans, lot number 7. 1880 San Francisco has got a little bit of proof-like flash and a little bit of toning to it. It's a low mint state coin, probably a 62, maybe a 63-ish. Some more toning on the reverse, but a couple darker toning spots on the right wing tips. 1880 San Francisco. Common date. Lot 9 is a 81O. And this one's mint state. Probably a 62. 1881O. 1881O. Slightly better date in mint state. Lot number 10, the 81S, and these ones have some cartwheels to them. Look at this beauty. Look at that. Look at that cartwheel. 81S's, 80, 81, and 82s can come out beautiful. How you doing, Cornelius? Thank you. Yeah, they don't make them like they used to, that's for sure. That's just spectacular right there. This one's an MS64, I think. That's what this one would grade. Somewhere around MS64, give or take a grade. Great coin, common date, but it's a beautiful one. Lot 11 is an 1882 Philadelphia. This one's a little bit lower mint state, probably a 61 or a 62. There's some hits on the cheek, which we can... There's one right behind the cap there in the field. Some marks and scrapes on the cheek. That's going to keep it from grading higher than 62, I think. Probably a 61 or 62, but there's no wear on the coin. There's no wear, in my opinion. There's some marks from other coins, though. That is Lot 11, the 1882. Lot 12, we got the popular 82O over S over mint mark, and this is the strong variety. It's got a little bit of wear to it. It's not mint state. I'd say it's an AU 50-ish. AU 50-ish. And I lost my monitor there. Hold on, I gotta refresh that. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, it's about an AU 50. It's got just a bit of wear. And we'll show the close-up of the mint mark for those of you wanting to see that. How you doing, Paula? I sent you mail today, and I sent you something extra for the live coin Q&A in the box for your upcoming giveaway, and I wouldn't know when you were doing that, but if it gets there on time, great. If not, then we can use it another time. Right there, that's the 82O over S, over mint mark variety. And that's in the red book. They list that in VF at like 55 bucks. AU at 80 bucks, mint state 60 at 200. So not quite mint state. This is an AU coin, but that's what they're listed for in the 2024 red book, and that's a popular one. definitely one to look for when you're out there cherry picking, because you can find them, and they're certainly out there. They're certainly out there. There's one right here. You could even cherry pick them in certified holders because they don't always designate them, but much easier to cherry pick uncertified, I would say. Lot number 13 comes after that, and it's an 82S. This one is got excellent cartwheel luster, just a touch of golden toning on the upper reverse. And it's probably a mint state 64. That'd be my estimation on that one. Lot 14, this one's got some toning to it. It is the 1883. Not too deep a toning, but enough to make it interesting, I guess. A little dirty looking toning. We showed it, I think, closer on the last preview. Yep, you can see the S under. That's right, Farmer. Farmer John, right under. Pretty cool variety. That there is the 1883. Lot 15 is going to be the 83O. A little bit deeper toning. This one is AU. It's got some wear to it. 83O. Just a bit of wear on the high points, but it's AU. 16 is the 83S. This one also has some wear to it. 83S. 83S is a better date, though. I'd say this is I think this is about an AU 53. This is about an AU 53 to 55. We can look here closely. It's got wear on the cheek, wear above the ear, top points of the hair. It's probably even got a light cleaning, maybe a very light cleaning to it. It just doesn't look totally original. But if you guys know Morgan's, the 83S is a much better date. In AU 50, they go for $200. Mint State 60 would be $1,250 according to the Red Book. Mint State 60 would be $1,250 according to the 2024 Red Book. This is not Mint State. It's more in that AU range. Maybe just a very light cleaning, but it hasn't really impacted the luster much. Still worth a couple $100, no doubt. Maybe more, depending on how bad you need it for your albums. Is this just a recap? No, it's same stuff. We're just going through them again. I got the Red Book out because some people were asking like which ones were the better dates. If anybody has questions, Gringo, or anybody wants to zoom in on any of them or look closer, we can do that. We're just kind of going through them again, give people another chance to look at them, and give me another chance. I'm not going back and looking at my notes from what I said last time, so if I called this coin an XF last time, for example, and now I'm calling it 8 mid AU, now you got 2 points of reference to base your bidding on, me looking at it twice, and I'll be looking at it a third time live, so maybe that helps some of the bidders. I don't know. For example, like this is lot 17 here. It's got a slightly weak strike on the high points. It's an 84 Philadelphia. So there's like a little bit of flatness to parts, but I don't think that's wear. I think this is like an MS 62 to 63. 84 Philadelphia. Lot 18 is the 84cc. This one does not have any wear. It's mint state. It's got some bluish purple toning at the upper rim on the reverse. You guys can see that beautiful CC mint mark right there that everybody loves. JW, what's up? And lot number 18. This one's gonna be lower mint state though. It's got some marks on the face. And in the field. It's gonna be a mint state 62. That would grade mint state 62 in my opinion. And the 84cc is a better one. I mean, it's a common date. It's a common for the CCs, but it's certainly a better date. 1.136 million minted. And they say AU 50s 290, MS 60s 350. 63s 385, so it's worth $300-400 retail. That's a Carson City. That's what they go for nowadays. You're interested in the 89S all the way to 96. Well, we'll get to that. It's like a Porky Pig there all of a sudden. That's all, folks. We will get to those in just a moment. Sorry. I'm just excited to get through all these quick because we're going to be playing Star Wars tonight on the gaming channel. May the 4th be with you. Number 19 is the 84 New Orleans. 84 New Orleans. These, compared to the ones we were just looking at, looks a little bit lower relief almost because they just got a little bit softer strike a lot of the time. Is that a scratch under the word trust? Or yeah, there's like a light scratch under the word trust there on the reverse. Just noticed that. And above the eagle's head, a couple of marks. That's going to hurt it a little bit. I don't think that would be enough to prevent it from grading, but it would grade 63. That's my guess. 1884 O. 1884 O. Say Carson City 3 times and Miller shows up? Maybe. Maybe. You wore a Star Wars shirt, first ever marathon? May the 4th be with you. That's pretty cool. This one here is the 1884 O over O variety. Really banged up on the cheek and face. Probably a mint state 61. It might not even make it to 62 with that many hits and marks. But I don't see where. And as far as the O over O on the reverse, we can zoom in and you just see a tiny bit of an O inside the edge of the O. And that's all it takes, really. And we'll make that full screen for you. And we'll turn on the microscope light. You can just see it there. A little bit of an O inside the O. Just barely enough peeking through there. That's what it is. That's the variety. O over O. Zoom that back out. Refocus. Turn that ugly microscope light off. And back to that. That's lot number 20. Lot number 20. Hand out water on the sideline. Oh yeah, that's how I would participate in a marathon. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Lot number 21 would be after that. It's an 84S. 84S is a better date, especially if you got a mint state. 84S and mint state 60, just for reference, in the red book, $10,000. Mint state 63, $35,000. Send in your proxy bids, guys. This is not mint state. This is not mint state. This is, wow. I mean, I want to say it's AU, but I know AU jumps it up from, well, XF40 is 120 bucks in the red book. AU 50 is 400 in the red book, but it's, I think it's AU. I mean, it's way too flashy and lustrous to be an XF. Way too much. And we'll show that full screen so you can see. I mean, it's banged up. It's got little scratches and hits. It's got marks all over the place. It's got some rub. You see the flatness above the ear. But I don't personally think any of these marks and scratches are big enough or severe enough to say, oh, this is a problem coin. It's just been used. It's just been used. I think it's an AU 50 or an AU 53. That's what I think. That's lot number 21. Definitely a better date. Lot number 22, the 1885, and this is just shiny purdy all day long. It looks like an MS66 until you get real close and look at a few of the marks on the cheek, and then it's probably a 63 or a 64. Got a few hits, one scratch on the chin, maybe that's a 63, maybe that knocks it down to 63, but it's just so flashy, lustrous, and beautiful. It has the look of a 66, but a little hits on the cheek. 85, Philadelphia. Lot 23 is the 85 New Orleans. It's an MS63. White, lustrous. More of a satin look to it, though, instead of the Superb cartwheel of the last one. It's a great overall coin. Lot 24, 1885 San Francisco. It's a little bit better. 1.497 million minted. 85S. And that's mint state. That's mint state. There's no wear on it. It's an MS62 or an MS63. And 85S, I mean, AU50's 135. MS60's 375, MS63's 575. So this is a $300 to $600 coin, depending on how it would grade out. Retail price, of course. Great coin. 85S, lot number 24. Lot number 24. All right, what do we got here? Gotta stay hydrated, you guys say. Drink Busch Light when you're not running. That's basically water. Yeah, why not? Lot number 25 would be an 1886. This one, some marks and hits mostly on the chin. Nothing wrong with the reverse. MS63 condition. Lot number 26 is the 86O. The 86O, certainly a better date. This one's got a touch of wear to it, some golden color. Probably an AU 53 to 55-ish. AU 53 to 55-ish. 86O and AU 50 is 160. MS60 jumps to 1250. I'd say it's probably AU 53-ish. Beautiful coin. Lot number 27. This one has been cleaned. We looked at this one last time. It just has a different overall look. Just the cartwheel isn't as pronounced, and just it's cleaned. It's clean. I mean, just looking at it, I know it's cleaned. Now it probably was proof-like at one point. It's got that kind of flash, but somebody's messed with it. Somebody's messed with it. This is a lot number 27, the 86S. A way better date, 750,000 mintage. In VF, they go for $100. AU 225, mint state 6500. There are hints of wear on it. This has AU details. AU details. Lot 28. Lot 28 is 1887 Philadelphia. 1887 Philadelphia. This one is mint state, I'd say 62. It's got a weak strike, maybe a 63. Lot number 29. Some rim toning. 87S. Better date. Low mintage. 1.771 million minted. No wear at all in the reverse. That's mint state. The obverse, though, it's close. It's close. I want to say it's mint state, but it's either AU58 or MS62. It's one of those deals. It's right on the line. They call it a slider. It would be a slider, but yeah, it's right on the line. I mean, it's hard to tell. So that's 87S, lot number 29. AU50s are $75. Mint state 60s, 200. 63, 385. I know that's probably not much of a help for the bidder, but maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. Am I streaming with my phone by chance? Shutting down our phones in like 5 minutes. Oh, well, thanks for the heads up, the 5-minute warning on my phone being shut off. But no, I'm streaming with my California internet right now. All right, lot number 30. Thanks for the heads up, though. Thanks for the 5-minute heads up. Oh, man. All right, lot number 30 is an 1888 Philadelphia. Shiny, pretty, flashy, decent strike. Mint state 63 all day long. Lot number 31. A little bit weak strike. Semi-proof-like fields. 88O. Oh, really? 88O. It's tough to tell if there's any wear because of the weak strike. I don't think there is. Mint state 62, 63. Didn't know either. Okay, cool. Proceed. Quick, catch a Pokemon. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Lot number 32, 1888 New Orleans, Morgan. Let's compare with the last one. The second one has a better strike. It's more clear that it's mint state. The second one's better than the first one, so 32 is better than 31. This one's probably a mint state 63, maybe even a 64. Lot number 33 is the Hot Lips Double Die Obverse. VF20, the Red Book has these at $250 now. EF40, $350. This is a VF. And if you guys want to see the Double Die Obverse on it, we can zoom in and look at her lips. They should call this the Smoochum variety for those of you Pokemon fans, right? Smoochum variety. Maybe we should focus. You can see that there's a little bit of now you can see another line on the nose. There's a doubled nose, doubled lips, doubled chin. You can see a doubled chin there, and even doubled eyelid. If you look in higher grades, it's easier to see, but you can see right there. There's two tips of the eyelid there as well. Pretty cool, famous double die obverse 1888 O. That is lot 33 in our sale on Sunday. Lot 33. Remember to send me proxy bids. Just let me know what your max bid is for each lot number, and I will execute those bids on your behalf. As if you were there live. Does not mean you'll get your bid, that you'll win at your maximum. I've had several people send me proxies and they win way below their maximum. So don't talk about a woman's double chin. If she's got a double chin, we're going to talk about it. Lot number 34 is the 89 San Francisco, 89S. 89S, mintage of only 700,000. 700,000 minted. I got the wrong one here. This is lot 34. 34 is the 89 Philadelphia. I'm sorry. 89 Philadelphia, mintage of 21.7 million. I was looking at it, I'm like, wow, that's a really nice 89S until I looked and it's the Philadelphia. 89 Philadelphia, lot number 34, just to be clear again. This one is mint state 62, 63-ish. Here's the 89S, and let me just double check. That is the S mint mark. This one has a touch of rub on the cheek. Just a touch. And AU50s go for 135, MS60s 350. This one's just got a touch of rub. Just under, this is probably AU55, 58. Lot of nice cartwheel luster on a really nice 89S. Several $100 coin. Here's the toned 1890 that we looked at the other day. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. 1890. Lot number 36. Lot number 36. And it's mint state. Not sure what it would grade. It's hard to grade when they get toned, but the cheek is pretty free of hits and marks. There's some light ones, but it's actually really, it's probably a 64. It's just hard to tell with the toning. Probably an MS64. Probably. Lot number 37 is the struck through air that we looked at in depth on the preview, and that Paula and Shannon and the rest of the live coin Q&A looked at on Monday night on their show in detail, and it's pretty much a major strike through air. That is definitely deep into the planchet. We looked at it at many different angles. We'll show it full screen. This is probably worth several $100s. Some people have told me it could be worth even up to $1,000 to the right person if you got it graded, but probably should go send it off and get it graded and holdered, but we're starting it at $25 on Sunday, so don't let me down, fans. Don't let me down. This is an 1890 Philadelphia, and probably struck through. Paula said she showed it to an expert. They said maybe even wood, or it could be a piece of thread, or don't know what it struck through. Don't really know for certain, but it's a pretty decent size strike through for a Morgan dollar. What's up, Frostbite? What's up, Alfred? That's lot number 37. Get your bids in. The coin is mint. Yeah, it's mint state. There might be a touch of rub on the obverse, but I think it's mint state. It would grade mint state because they're going to focus on the air. It would grade mint state, and it would. It's a no doubter, I think. No doubt mint state. That there's lot number 37. 37. Sharpie in the scope looks like a little dude chilling. A Sharpie in the scope. Okay, I don't know what we're looking at. I don't know what that means. What's it all mean? I don't know what that means. A Sharpie in the scope. I don't know what that means. Okay, lot number 38 though is an 1890 Morgan dollar. It's been cleaned. This one is a Carson City though. It's got a XF detail. 1890 Carson City. Certainly a better one. 2.3 million of these were minted. It's got some spotting. It's been cleaned though. You can see the hairlines. I don't even need to go full screen on this. 1890 Carson City. Better date though. Still worth a couple $100 or so. Lot 39, 1890 San Francisco. 1890 San Francisco. And this one is MS62-ish, MS63. Which in that grade, it's a couple $100. 100 to 200 to 300, I don't know. Depends on how you grade it. Depends on what you think. Sparkle Flare, welcome, welcome, welcome. That word air that you wrote. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. I'm not going to go back and look at it. Lot 40, 1891 Carson City Morgan Silver Dollar. A 91cc. And that's a beautiful CC right there. 91cc, 1.618 million minted. Wow. I'd say it's a 62 or a 63-ish. Unless, I don't know. You know what? Now that I look at it a little bit more, there just might be a faint touch of wear on it. Really hard to tell. Really hard to tell on these sometimes. Anyway, AU price in the red book's $415. Mint state's $800. Mint state 63 is $1,000. So now that I look at the red book prices, I'd want to err on the side of maybe saying it's got a touch of rub, but somewhere around mint state 60, give or take a point. High grade 91cc, worth several $100s, no doubt. 41 is that 1891 San Francisco. 1891 San Francisco. This one has wear. It's an AU. I'd say it's a 53. I'd say it's about an AU 53-ish. Golden color. Got plenty of cartwheel to it. It's got some wear on the high points. But great looking coin. For the 91S. Still worth around $100 at least, I would say. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the auction. We're going to start it at... man, we're going to really start it? We're really going to start it at only... $25? I guess we're gonna. This next one here, lot number 42, is the 1892, and just looking at it, I think it's cleaned now that I look. Just compared to everything else I've been looking at, I think we looked at this one pretty close last time. I couldn't see tons of like obvious hairlines. It just looks off. So I'm just going to put on the catalog, I'm going to change the description. It's 1892. I'm just going to say it's cleaned. If I'm wrong, somebody's going to get a bonus, but I think it's cleaned. The cartwheel is just, it's been impaired, in my view. I don't know if I said that last time or not. Again, I didn't go back and like make notes or anything, but so if you're really interested in this coin, see what I said on it right now, see what I said on it in the preview that we just did before this, and see what I say about it again when we look at it during the live sale, and you'll get a pretty good view. 1892's better date. 1,036,000 minted. AU 50s 165, mint state 6550. And that's, let's just say that it's AU details. Let's say AU details on that. That's what I think. It looks too shiny. I mean, you can't say that because Morgan dollars come shiny purdy if they're original and high grade, fresh off the dies. But it looks off. That one does look off. Crazy starting them all at 25. Yeah, I know. Lightly conserved. Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's like whizzed or harshly cleaned or anything like that, Don. I'd say somebody did something to it to make it look better than it probably was. It's not original. That's what I'm saying. But if you can't afford, what does it sell for in Mint State 60? $550. Mint State 63s, $850. If you don't want to spend $500 to $800 on your 1892, if you're doing a date set, or if you need all of them, the 1892 Philly, then this at a couple $100 or so isn't bad. Let's just say that. Isn't bad. That's what I'm thinking there. Next up, lot number 43 is the 1893 Philadelphia. And this is, of course, a way better coin. It's AU. I don't see any problems with it. This is a big boy coin here. There is the smallest little hit on the rim right there. That would not impact the grading much. I mean, it wouldn't make it a details coin. It would keep it from a super high grade, of course, but it's got enough marks and hits on it to where it's going to stay away from a high grade anyway, and it's lightly circulated. Not mint state, just a touch of wear on the high points, but it's a pretty sweet, pretty sweet 93. For reference, I'll give you all the numbers on the 93 from the Red Book. 378,000 minted. Very low mintage. Look at that T-Tone donating $4. And all the bar recorders stayed in the cup over there. Thanks, T-Tone. He's got the hippo going, what? Yep, 1893 right here. Definitely a semi-key date. It's one you need for the date set. One of the toughest ones. And VF20 in the Red Book's 350. EF40 is 575. AU50s go for 850. And this is better than an AU50. Mint State 60s go for 1650. It's not as good as a Mint State 60 in my opinion. So I'd say it's worth around $1,000 retail. And why am I starting this at $25? Why are we starting them at $25? Oh man. Starting to feel weird about this. Okay, we're starting it at $25 on Sunday. Next up, lot number 44 is an 1894 O. 1894 O. This one's probably been lightly conserved when I look at it. It's the luster's a little off. It looks too shiny purdied for the wear that's on it. It's got high XF, low AU wear to it. It might have been lightly brightened up, though. 1894 O. Again, way better date. We got to flip to the next page here. Don with the pair. Saying $2. You rock. You rock. You rock. What's up, Compton? How you doing? Shannon, what's up? Who else came in? I don't know. Lots of cool people here. And you. And Shannon. No, lots of cool people here. Which state is the mint state? Pennsylvania. All right. 1894 O, if we look at it here, though. Only $60 if it was a VF. XF 140, AU 325, mint state 2250. Well, I think we're in the XF details on this one. That's just my feeling. And I'm going to actually change the description on this one too. I'm going to put cleaned on there. 1894 O cleaned. just to make sure we're not leaving anything out and whatnot. No, this auction will not be on Whatnot. It'll be on YouTube on Sunday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. And this is lot number 45, the 1895 O. New Orleans. This is a way better date, vintage of only 450,000. And it's a nice, I'd say it's fine, maybe into VF almost. I mean, low VF, fine. I don't know how to grade these that well. Definitely fine or better. Got a little bit of a circulation cameo look with the dark fields. And lighter devices. 1895 O. For reference, the 95 O again, 450,000 mintage. Mint State 67 sold for 528,000 in 2020, but that's not a Mint State 67. It's more in the VF range. $425 Red Book price. XFs go up to 700. That's not XF, but it's one of the semi keys. Toothpaste ice cream isn't so bad. Well, I got more like I got ice cream toothpaste. I think my toothpaste is called Vanilla Bling. I get it on Amazon. It's children's toothpaste because it tastes like candy. It actually tastes like melted vanilla ice cream. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, mint julep. You're going to be drinking that Saturday? First Saturday in May. Everybody knows what that is, right? Well, yeah, no. I don't know the grading standards that well on the VF 35, XF 40, and below because I don't hardly ever buy Morgans in those grades. I buy AU to Mint State 67, 68s even, you know. I buy Mint State Morgans mostly, so. Had the same toothpaste since high school, never changed. I wish I could say that, JW. They discontinued my favorite toothpaste, the Crest Whitening Expression Vanilla flavor. I guess a lot of people didn't like buying toothpaste that was like yellow. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's what they said about it. Tasted amazing though. It was like vanilla mint. Almost wanted to eat it. Horse races, yep, not a duck race. Horse races Saturday, Kentucky Derby. Next up would be lot number 46. This is a 1896 Philadelphia with plenty of toning to it. 1896 with plenty of toning. We looked at it, and it's probably low mint state. It's hard to tell with the toning. Maybe it's an AU. I think it's a slider. That's what a lot of people would call it. It's right on. It's mint state 60-ish, let's say. Lot number 47. This one is not mint state. This one is the 1896 O. Oh, really? This one is low AU. High XF, low AU. Just based on the luster and overall look. I'd say it's an AU 50-ish. Give or take a point. And remember, the 1896 O is one of those that jumps significantly when you get to mint state. An XF is $85, an AU is $165. Mint state 60 is $1,875. $1,875. Big jump. Big jump. No, not Crest Sparkle. Not Crest Sparkle. Not Crest Sparkle. Let's see here. Just getting some proxy bids by email coming in right now, popping up on the screen. Very nice. Thank you for that. Been on the infield for 2 Kentucky Derbies. Oh, that's pretty cool. Never been to a Kentucky Derby. I was more of like going, let's go to the Indy 500. That was fun. I was on the infield at the Indy 500, 1989. Emerson Fittipaldi beating out Little L. All right. Was the toothpaste yellow or green? Yeah, I think it was more of like a golden yellowish. Yeah, it was hard to tell, Kyle. Hard to tell. Any other questions so far before we get to this one here? The 1896, lot number 48, 1896S. 1896S. Mintage of 5 million, but this is a certainly better date. This one's mid VF to high VF, probably a VF 30-ish, I would guess. 96S and VF 20 is 150. XF 40 is 500. 96S, certainly a better date. Worth a few $100. There's the date, just so you see. Semi-key, 96. S. San Francisco. Indy 500 a little bit bigger in the infield. Oh, it's crazy. No, I think everybody snuck everything in back then. Shannon, I don't even know if you had to sneak. You just brought everything in. And, like, I know we were there a couple days and, like, we're camping there. I brought my bike to ride around the infield. I was like, because there's a golf course in the middle of the Indy 500 racetrack. And, like, I remember riding my bike on the greens and through the sand traps and stuff because I had a BMX. You know, it was fun. All right. Lot number 49. And we watched the race, too. Lot number 49, 1897. It's another one of those that it's tough to tell if it's just a touch of wear or marks. I think there's a touch. Let's just say it's an AU 58. But it's got some toning spots to it that are going to negatively impact the overall eye appeal for most. You can see the toning spots there. Almost looks like a earring if it was on her ear, but it's behind her ear. Lot number 49, the 1897. Lot 50, another 1897, but this one's from San Francisco. San Francisco. The reverse, no wear. Obverse, a little bit of wear. It's an AU. Again, a couple toning spots. But it's a high AU coin. 97S. 97S. Lot number 50. Lot number 50. Okay. What's after 50? 51. 1898 Morgan silver dollar from Philadelphia. This one is got a pretty clean cheek to it. I'd say it's a 63 or a 64. I'd probably say it's a 64. MS64. Lot number 52. 1898 New Orleans. This one's got a little bit better luster than the last one's even. The reverse is amazing. The reverse alone would grade 65 or 66. Obverse has a few too many hits. It's a 63 or a 64 overall. Lot number 53. Actually back to lot number 51. I remember we had a question on lot number 50. We're jumping around. I'm sorry. And I hate myself for doing this. Lot number 50. We did have a question from a viewer wanting to know if this was a double date. And I looked at it ahead of time, and I didn't mention it or reply to their email because I wanted to address it here. I want to know if this was a double date, and we'll take a look at it. Because of the 7. And it's not. It's not a double date because of that. And if we can get it just wrong in the light, you can see right in the 7, if I can get it under, oh man, this is making me sick too. It's not showing up right. Hold on, let me get to the right angle. You can see in the top of the 7, there's some lines going through it. And what it is, I think it's a minor strike through. There's a little bit of metal missing there. It's almost like there was someone cut a piece of metal out of, you can kind of see it right there. There's some metal missing in the top of the 7. And I looked at it, and it looks like might have been just something on the die right there. I think it's maybe a very minor strike through on the 7. I mean, it could be damage. I looked at it pretty closely, and I can't say it's 100% damage. But it's really hard to tell. It's really hard. It's minor either way. It's minor either way. It's not a doubled 7, though. Because I think when I showed it in the preview before, they saw like just a line in the upper part of the 7 that made it look like there was a doubled 7. But I think it's just a little strike through there. But pretty cool. Yeah. I turn on this microscope light, though, it just like goes away, doesn't it? Or am I going to be able to get it? Yeah, it pretty much goes away. But you can see the toning spot, the color there. Kind of pretty. That there, lot number 50, the 1897S. There, that actually shows up pretty good right there. At that low zoom. Look at that. Later, JW. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. Got a few more to look at. Got a couple more to look at here. Let me bring my chat back up. That was lot 50. Again, thanks for the questions on those. After that, we showed 51. Did we talk about 52, the 1898-0? If not, it's MS63-ish coin. Maybe even a 64. Lot number 53, the 1898S. This one has wear on it. 1898S. It's not mint state. AU50 is $165. Mint state is $600. This one's medium AU kind of grade, maybe a 55-ish. It's got some toning. You guys can't even see what I'm doing. I left my microscope up. Camera! Ah! There you go. Lot number 53, 1898S. It does have some wear. You can see that just above the ear. A little bit on the high point of the cheek. 1898S. Probably an AU55 quality. Worth a couple $100. Few $100. Lot number 54 is the 1890. 1899. I was trying to read. There's a toning spot on the date. Made it a little tough. 1899. 1899. Camera! This one, I don't think there's wear. I think there's just like a couple spots of weakness on the strike that makes it look like wear almost. But it's banged up. It's an MS60-ish. Could be a 58. Probably a 61 or a 62. This is the 1899 Philadelphia. Man, it's definitely a low mintage, better date. 330,000 minted for the 99p. AU50s are 190, MS60s are 300. It's probably priced between there. I don't think it's higher than MS60. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. That's a tough one. Silver Knight, how you doing? Silver Knight. Proxy bids. Yep, you can send in your proxy bids. How can you bid? How can you buy? Silver Knight, we have a live auction. We'll be starting at lot 1. You can look at the auction catalog. It's pinned in the description below, or I can just put in !doc. There's the auction catalog. We're going to be doing a live auction on Sunday, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. It's going to go 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. I don't know how long it's going to take. We're going to get through it, though, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to sell them one at a time. Starting bid of $25 on each coin. Some of these coins are worth several hundred apiece, so don't expect to get them at 25. I don't think any of them are going to sell at 25. I think all of them are worth double that or more. We'll see. We'll see. And then, so you can be there live and bid. Or if you know you can't be there, or if you're not sure if you can be there during the live on the item or items you want, you can send me an email saying, I want to put a max bid of $300 on lot 38 and a max bid of $400 on lot number 45 and a bid of $50 maximum on lot number 62 and so on. Just go through, and when we get to that on the auction, I'll bid as if you were there. I'm not going to just open up at your max bid. The only way I would do that is if you had a max bid of 300 and somebody else had emailed me a proxy bid of 290. Well, then I'm going to open it up at 300. You know, I mean, that's the only way that would happen. So I would just bid as if you were there. And if you lose, you lose. You win, you win. And then I send out PayPal invoices after the auction. Lot number 55 is the 1899 New Orleans. This is a pretty cool coin. It's mint state. It's probably a 62-ish. 62-ish. Lot number 56 is the 1900 Philadelphia. 1900 Philadelphia. Again, this is going to be low mint state. 62, 63, I think. Lot number 57. This one just got a nicer look to it. This one's nicer than the last one, I think. Lot number 57, but it's a New Orleans. They just have a different satiny look to them. And this one's got a real clean cheek to it. This one's a 64 or a 65. That's a 64 or a 65. I mean, compared to everything else we've been looking at, that's a pretty clean cheek right there. And that's where you grade Morgan dollars at. Now under the microscope, you're going to see some hits and marks in the field that are like, I mean, but that's very mild. A little bit of strike weakness, that's typical. That's a nice Morgan. That's, yeah, quite different than pretty much everything we've been looking at. That's probably an MS65. I don't think it would go 66. Yeah, I mean, the more I look at it, the more I want to keep talking. I don't know. We'll get another look at it Sunday. 58, lot number 58 is the 1900S. 1900S, these are better date ones. This is an AU. This is probably an AU 55-ish, 58-ish. Probably an AU 55. It's got a little bit too much flatness above the ear to maybe be a 58. I don't know, maybe it would be though. It's got tons of luster and it's beauty. It's a beauty. Looks shiny pretty even in 144p Canada internet, right? Yeah, this one AU50, the red book has it at 155, mint state 6550. It's a mid AU coin. Lot number 59, the 1901, the 19010, lot number 59. This one is an MS62. That's what I say about that. Lot number 60, the 1901S. Better date. This one is, I'd say it's a XF40, XF45-ish. Just a little dirtier look, but there's luster popping through. There's wear on the high points. It's probably an XF45. 1901S. They have XF40 at 125, XF or AU50 at 285 in the red book. That's lot number 60. Lot number 60. Looks good at 1080p on a 65-inch TV. That's good. That's good. I'm glad I cut my fingernails today then, Nubs, if you're looking that close. Lot number 61, 1902 with some it's a pretty attractive golden toning all around the rim. Very nice. Very nice. But, and a little darker on the reverse, but there's still a lot of luster popping through. I think it's AU. I think there's a little bit of wear on the high point. And it's tough to tell. I think it is, though. I think it is. Lot number 62, 19020 Morgan silver dollar. This one is not circulated. This one's not circulated. This one is low mint state for the 020. Probably a 62. Lot number 63 is the 02S, mintage of 1.53 million. Much better date. This one is XF. Maybe a light cleaning in the past. It just looks a little bit too bright. 1902S. They say XFs are 250 in the red book. AU 325. I think it's XF details. I'm going to say light cleaning on that one. That one there was lot number 63. I'm going to add light cleaning to the description. Lot number 64 is another 02S. This one's better. This one is a nicer, higher grade one. This one here is AU. And again, AU price is $325 for AU50, mint state $65.50 in the red book. That one there's just a nice AU53, 55-ish. Pretty original looking. Some darker toning spots or some dirt spots at the TES of states. It's about the only thing negative that I really can mention on that one. Lot number 65. This is the one that we marked as fun too. And it's a nice high-grade example of that. We looked it up. It doesn't really add much value, though. It's just kind of a fun-looking coin. Really deeply toned, but lustrous. I think it's circulated still. I think it's an AU coin. Definitely. And what we called fun 2, there's a die chip in the 2 of the date. we'll show full screen here. Looked it up. It's a VAM 1 late die stage. You can see there the bottom part of the 2. There's a chip sticking up, kind of filling it in. Not super rare. They're out there, but it's cool. There you can see it kind of sticking up a lot better. Something different though. So that's that one. That there is lot 65. I need to tighten up my scope there. Love the microscope and the microscope stand. Exclamation point Amazon if you want one for yourself. Use my code and then I make like 38 cents. Thank you in advance. Actually, if you buy the microscope and stand, I think I make like $1.12 or something even. I don't know. Lot number 66. Lot number 66 is going to be this one, the 1903. The 1903 Philadelphia. This one is an AU50, AU53-ish. That's interesting toning on the reverse. There's kind of like a bright streak going across it where it wasn't covered up or something maybe, or maybe it was covered up there. And it's almost got some crescent toning if you get it. It looks like kind of like another coin was sitting on top of it there. Not super attractive toning or anything, but it's got some character. It's got some originality. Probably an AU50, 50 to 55-ish. That's the 1903 lot number 66. 1903 lot number 66. After that's lot number 67, the 1904 This is a beauty. This one is a 63 or a 64. Just a nice mint state common date. Lot number 68 is a 1921. It's got some weird like toning streak all the way across it. It's not a scratch. I looked at it. It's just toning that is very odd all the way across the face of the coin. But it's almost like someone drew on it with pen. Could be. Could be. I really don't know. I wasn't there. But I don't think that's what it is. I think it's just some weird toning. I'll look at it again under my loupe right now. No, someone definitely didn't draw that on there. And we can show you. We can show you. Let's zoom in on it. If someone drew on that with a pen, you'd see it'd skip around as you hit the different things on the coin, the different parts of the design. This is almost looks like something in the metal, like it toned differently. How do I make that big? That button. And you can see it's almost like some kind of imperfection in the metal or something. Let's put the light on. I mean, could that even possibly be like an error? Like something was struck into the planchet? I don't know. That's just weird, isn't it? Almost looks like there's like a copper wire like that was smashed in there or something, but I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not an expert on these. But it's cool. When you zoom in and look at it and get it under the light and you see there's color and life to it. And again, that's pretty flat with the rest of the coin. It's not like raised up really, or it's not scratched in. It's just same copper and color and spots to the right of that line. Yeah, it's just something toned it really weird right there. Yeah, you can see it. You can see like that same color all in like in parts of it, but yeah, I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. So we're gonna zoom back out and give you another look. Yeah, I mean, from far away, without the light or without the microscope even, it just looks like someone scratched the hell out of it, but that's not what that is. That's not what that is. Okay. Hey B1, how you doing? Live coin Q&A submission? I mean, maybe. I don't know what it is. It's hard to tell. Let me look at it one more time under my loupe just to see because if it was like retained, like if it was struck through some like metal fibers, like from a wire brush or something, you should be able to see. You would think you'd be able to see it like separate from the silver and like to where you could almost like pick it back out if you wanted to, but no, that's in there. That's like in the metal. That's like, it's not. Could have been something that was on the planchet before it was even struck, and then who knows? I don't know. It's cool. Lot number 68 could be yours. Lot number 68 could be yours. This one is lot number 69, 1921 Denver. It's got a little bit of bluish purple tone on the reverse. Just faintly. Enough to make it look cool. And that one's an MS62, 63-ish. This one here, lot number 70, is another 21D with lots of cool die cracking. We'll show that under the scope because it was fun. What are we talking about here? Well, you know, it's 10%. Yeah, it could be just a weird mix. And I mean, it happens on Lincoln Cents all the time. You see, that's how you get the wood grain effects. Look at those cool cracks along the date. I didn't look up the VAM on this. That's a really cool coin. Pretty much all around die cracks. Where's Randy? He would like this one. Pizza Guy's a Kittle fan plus. Let's go! Thanks, Pizza Guy. There was some die cracking on the reverse too. Yep, there it is right at the top. Sorry about the reflection. Let me turn this upside down so the reflection's not as bad. You can see it in there, no states and of. Pretty cool. Just a fun Morgan silver dollar with some die cracks all over it. We're going to stay zoomed in for lot number 71. Lot number 71 is a 1921 Morgan, and it's got a little bit of a clipperoo right there. Just a very small clip. Something fun there. So Morgan dollar error, a little clip in the planchet. And this one is it's high AU. It's an AU coin. It's not mint state, I don't think. It's a clipped Morgan. Pretty awesome. Thanks again, Pizza Guy. Kittle fan plus. Uh-oh, does that mean Pizza Guy's bidding and he wants a discount on shipping? I don't know. I don't know. Second coin you've seen and you're in awe? Well, we recorded the whole show for you. This here is lot 72. That means we've shown 72. This is the final coin in the sale. Another 1921 Morgan silver dollar error. And this is, I think we called this a lamination. I think that's what we called this. I don't know if it's a struck through, like a retained strike through something, but I think we ended up calling it a lamination that peeled off. I think that's what we ended up calling that. And remember, we're looking through a couple layers of plastic here too, so if anybody really wanted to, I could peel that out of there, but let's turn that microscope light off. We zoom in on it just for fun. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to zoom. I mean, not zoom, focus. I think they called that a peeled lamination, huh? Not a delamination, right? Yeah, Paula would freak out if you said it's a delamination. But pretty cool. Did you miss the clip? Here, I'll keep it just that zoomed in. Oh, I just dropped behind my computer. That's lot 72 with the lamination there. I'm going to put lot 71 back under here. And there's the clip from lot 71 right there. We'll zoom that back out. Focus. It's lot 71. Lot 71. So again, lot 71, a little bit of a clip right there. Lot 72, a little bit of a lamination right there. Pretty cool. All right, did anybody have any questions about the coins or the auction itself? If so, let me know and we can go over that right now. If not, we're probably going to go ahead and end the stream. We will have our auction live here on my channel Sunday, May 7th, 2023. And we'll start at noon Pacific. And we'll go until it's done. It'll take a few hours. It'll take 5 hours minimum, I'm saying. 72 lots, do about 12, 15 an hour. It'll take 5-6 hours probably. That's my guess if we're not rushing. And there's the spreadsheet you can follow along, and we'll keep that going, and it's up there. And as we do the auction, we'll type in the winners and the winning bids. And if you want to send in a proxy bid, all you got to do is email me. You'll do that if you don't want people to know you're bidding live when we're bidding live, or if you know you can't be there and you don't want to miss any of these. Send me proxy bids. Please do it. Please do it. Everything's starting at 25 bucks a coin. I don't think anything will sell at 25 bucks a coin. I expect everything to sell for at least double that because Mint State Morgans are just worth it. And some of these are worth several $100s. So we had a request to see lot number 5 here. This is, let me just make sure I got it on the catalog right, so we're done with the right one. Lot number 5, the 1897S. This one's got a real clean cheek. This is a 64 or a 65. And the obverse is proof-like. The reverse, a little less proof-like. I don't know if it would get a PL designation. It'd be real close. It'd be real close to getting it. We can show it under a microscope here. And I can even fire up my other camera if it matters, but a pretty clean cheek. It's a nice coin. Real reflective fields. We can see that. I can probably even show it more if I turn on the microscope. You can just see. Well, maybe it's hard to tell with the microscope light, but it's mirrored. You see a lot of other channels on YouTube. Every Morgan dollar they look at, they go, "Oh, I think this one's proof-like. This one looks proof-like to me." Well, this is what it looks like when they're proof-like. This is what it looks like. Sorry, a lot of people, there's a lot of semi-proof-like Morgans out there, but if you don't look at a lot of Morgans, then you kind of don't know. I don't know. I hope this is helping with the look a little bit. Maybe it's not. CR. Hopefully it is. Let me show you the reverse. Looks like there might be a hit right on the eagle's breast. Usually a hit on the reverse, though, doesn't really hurt the grade. Usually the graders don't even hardly look at the reverse. They look to see if there's a major issue, and if not, they flip it right over and look at the cheek, and then they grade it. But there you go. And that was the close-up. Again, we'll show it one more time under here. You know what? I'm going to pull up my light a little more. It'll be too much light, but it'll just give you another look. There you can see like look at that. That's what you want to see. That almost looks like a proof, doesn't it? You get it just like that. Make sure I reflect it right into my. I'm trying to show the mirror a little more, but. Anyway, that's what it looks like with a ton of light blaring on it. Anyway, hope that gives you several different looks and answers maybe some of the questions you might have had about it. Anybody else have any questions specifically about any of the other coins? Hola, Rozan. Hola, you made it right for the end of the stream. Cool. It's a stunner. It could be yours. Send in your proxy bids, please. The more proxy bids I get in, the better I feel before we go live on Sunday, because scares the heck out of me starting a lot of these at $25, because I'm gonna get my head peeled if these things don't get a bunch of bids on them. But that's okay. We're gonna have fun no matter what. I hope some of you guys honestly really get some good deals on these. I hope some of them get in the bidding wars and I get a good deal on a few of them. I think it's gonna even out. There are several CCs in this sale, including lot number 1, Compton. You can look at the Google document It'll list them all out, and you can watch this back. We showed them all. 1878 cc, 1879 cc. There's an 84 cc, a 90 cc that's been cleaned, and a 91 cc. There are several cc's, definitely. Several. You'd like to see the 99p? I bet you would. Bet you would. Okay, that's right here. 1899p right here. $18.99p. $18.99p. It's beat up on the face. Got a toning spot right on the date. I think they're... I don't remember what I said. I don't really care what I said before because that was just my opinion looking at it at that time. But this one here, I don't see anywhere on the reverse. I don't see anywhere on the reverse at all. On the obverse... I'm going to say... It's like right on the line. I can't tell if it's wear or if it's just a little bit of weakness on a couple. Little bit. I'd say it's right about MS60. Right about MS60. 1899p in the red book. Remember, this one is 330,000 mintage. AU50 190. MS60 300. MS60 3405. It's in that range. It's in that range. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's a tough one. It's right on the line. What do you think caused those super dark spots? I don't know. Silver. Silver tarnishes. Could have been in a flip with a rusty staple right next to that area. I don't know. Could have been someone breathed on it wrong one day, stuck it in their little envelope, and then that part toned. I don't know. No idea. No idea. But those are a couple theories. How about that? Those are a couple theories. No one asked for values? I'm trying to sell these, Roseanne. Do I think it would straight grade? Yeah. Yeah. I don't see why not. I don't see any issue that would keep it from grading. It's not cleaned. It's not altered surfaces. It's not artificial toning. It's not damage. It's not, filed rims. It's not, I don't see anything that would keep it from grading. Whether it would grade AU 55, 58, 60, or MS 61, I don't know. I don't think it would grade higher than that. I guess possibly 62. It would not grade higher than 62, no matter what. It's in that range. It's in that range. You need another CC Morgan? Well, there's a few. Stolen? Oh, that's not good, Compton. That's not good. Alright, guys. I think we're just about done. Unless anybody else had any other questions on any of these or about the auction itself. I guess if you're watching this back and you do have questions about any of these or the auction itself, you can email me. And while you do that, if you want to email me proxy bids, that's good too. Roseanne wants to see the 95O as well. Okay, that is lot number 45, which is right here. 95O. This one is circulated. Probably a fine to VF-ish. Don't really know. Don't really know how to grade lower grade Morgans too well. Looks like just some honest circulation wear. When we looked at it, we didn't see any issues. Notice some, major issues. Other than it's worn down. Yeah, Roseanne, watch the video back. What are you doing to me here? Okay. There it is. Got kind of a circulation cameo, they call it, where the fields are dark gray and the high points, the design, are lighter. Kind of gives it a cameo effect. But, yeah, there's no major rim issues or no major scratches or anything that's going to... there's some scratches and hits on it, of course. Not hiding any of that, but nothing to keep it from grading. Or nothing to keep it from... Or nothing to make me call it, damaged or anything. There's some fine light scratches and some marks, but it's just what you want for your album if you can't afford a higher grade one. There's like a little punch mark almost even there in the eagle that someone hit, but remember, we're looking under magnification. When we hold it right here, you don't see anything. This is what a grader's going to look at. They're just going to Look, yeah, that's like a fine 15 or a VF 20 or whatever they're going to grade it. Remember, Roseanne wants us all to know that an 1895-0 is a semi-key date with only 450,000 minted. VF 20's Red Book 2024 says 425 bucks. Wow. Wow. Semi-key. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Collect them all. When does Ida's poll end? You know what? That's a good point. Do we want to all go check out Ida's poll while we're still live? I think we should do it. Let me just bring her channel up here. Hold on. Ida. Our friend Ida Herring. You guys all know Ida Herring. She does the morning show, and she does morning trivia. Ida Herring. Let me get her link up. I'm trying to type, and I can't. Ida Herring. I think I'm subscribed to her. Oh, yeah, I am. Okay. So if we go to her community tab right now, which I encourage you guys all to do. If you guys want to help me out and help out a friend of ours, go to that channel right now. There's 2 votes in the community tab. I'm going to share my screen so you can see those. 2 votes. Do we want early, this is early voting at the She Shop. Do we want her to count winners from the go down only or from the go down and the stop up? Well, what it is in trivia, she picks who the winner is based on a dice roll. Normally, you just count down from the go. Well, she started doing this counting up from the stop at the end, too. Very confusing, and it makes trivia go twice as fast. Means we get half the amount of trivia in the morning. Please vote count from the go down only if you care about me and care about what I want. The other vote is, do we want yes 5-point Friday trivia or no 5-point Friday trivia? Well, on Fridays, we play until the winner has 5 points. Other days, it's only 3 points to the winner. Fridays are fun. We want more trivia. Please vote yes to 5-point Friday trivia. Thank you in advance. Thank you in advance. That's what the you guys asked what my recommendations and who I'm supporting in the election, and we endorse count from the go down only, and we endorse yes to 5-point Friday. And again, here is the link. You don't even have to be a subscriber of Ida's channel to vote on these right now. Please vote early. This is early voting. Please vote often. You can vote on every YouTube account you have. Thank you in advance for voting the way I want you guys to vote. Awesome. And if that's not enough for y'all, you want me to show lot 4 real quick? I'll do that, CR. If that's not enough for you, you guys can get some more Kittle in about 20 minutes. We're going to play some Star Wars on the gaming channel. !game if you guys want to watch us on the gaming channel. This is lot number 4. It's the 1879 Carson City. 1879 Carson City. VF20s go for 600 bucks. And that's about what grade this one is. Well, that's the Red Book price. Do they really go for that? I don't know. Just a nice circulated example. We'll show it under the microscope for you. $18.79. I don't remember if we saw any issues with this one. I don't think so. I think it's just nice VF coin. I think it's VF-ish. I don't know. You be the judge. There was one little rim thing right there, but remember, we're looking under super magnification here. In hand, that's not enough to cause any grading issues. That's minor. Really minor. It's not the capped die, I know that. It's the regular clear CC or whatever they call it. It's not the CC over CC. But I don't think it is, at least. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's just a regular CC right there. Anyway, hope that helps. Hope that's what you want to see. There is some clashing there. Look at that right there. That's a pretty cool clash, actually. Especially on that low of a grade. Right there, you got the clashing from the other side. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that the first time we looked at it. Let me get one of the layers of plastic off of there. It's pretty cool. Yeah, real strong clash for like one this circulated. And you can see it there, for going from the eagle's breast to the G of God. That's the neck of Lady Liberty. That's more clashing there. That's not a scratch going from the wing to the G. That's a clash mark. Pretty cool. Anyway, Hope that answers your question, CR. If you have any more questions, again, let us know by email. I can take pictures by email, or when we get to these lots during the auction, we can just focus on something if you had questions. And there we go. You see that Ida has been responding to the comments on the 5-Point Friday poll? No, I didn't see that. I know I got my comment hearted earlier. I got an email that my comment got a heart. But I didn't see that she replied to it. She did not reply to mine. I'm looking at my comment where I said, let's go, 5-Point Friday forever. She did not reply to mine. I saw Sterling wrote, 5-Point Friday is way too much, you're killing the fun of it. And then Ida says, Sterling, well, the only thing I don't like about trivia is when a dice rolls 15 and 20, and we have to count and recount. Other than that, I like all the trivia, so majority will rule. And I will be voting for 5.2. It's a lot, but it's fun. Well, she should just roll a 12-sided die. Or a 10-sided die. She doesn't have to roll a 20-sided die. Nobody ever said that. You know, if you can't get in the first 10 answers, well, then you didn't know it. You didn't know the answer anyway if you're not one of the first 10 to respond, right? You're just waiting and copying off everybody else. So roll a 10-sided die, Ida. Roll a 12-sided die. Roll an 8-sided or a 6-sided. I don't care. You don't have to roll a 20-sided. I roll 100-sided die just to make sure everyone has a chance, but at some point, as you get down to 5, 10, 20 people in the list, they don't even know what they're doing. They're just copying off of what everybody else is saying. So do they deserve the win? Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. Your channel, your rules. That's the way I always say it. Your channel, your rules. But thanks for letting us have a say. And thanks to the Super Secret Shadow Council for letting us have a vote. Friday morning trivia is fun. Speaking of Friday morning trivia, see you on Ida's channel in the morning. 5-Point Friday. It looks like it's going to win the vote, unless somebody rigs it in the last few hours here. We've never seen that. Has anyone ever seen an election where, like, when you go to bed one night, you think one candidate or one choice is winning, and then you wake up the next morning and, like, what happened? All the results are totally different. It's like they got a few million votes in the middle of the night. That's not going to happen, right? Of course that's not going to happen. Of course that's not going to happen. This is America. All right, everybody. Thanks again for watching auction lot preview number 2 for our May 7th, 2023 auction. And, again, lots of Morgan silver dollars here. Going to be a great auction. Just a quick preview. The next auction after this, we got a box of cool peace dollars. Lots of really nice peace dollars going to be up for sale. And lots of better ones. How about this one right here? You want some key date peace dollars? Look at that one. Real nice 1928. Whoa, look at that one. 1928p. Look at that one. You guys ready for that one? That's a nice key date 28p right there. That'll be our next auction. Too many coins in this one to do Morgans and pieces together. But that'll be the next one we do. At least the next U.S. coin auction. We might squeeze a world coin auction in between. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Good call, Rozanne. Good call, Rozanne. No Mexican silver for Cinco de Mayo. No. But Star Wars Day. No Star Wars silver either. But, all right, guys. That's it. Again, make sure to email me those proxy bids before the auction starts on Sunday. Email me with any questions you have. Thank you in advance for your participation in the auction and for your bids. And I guess maybe we'll see you on the game channel later. I'm going to play some Star Wars in about 15 to 30 minutes. All right, have a good night, everybody.